Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Mummy's Minute. Today I wanted to make a horse head Christmas wreath made with Dollarama supplies. So what you're going to need is we're going to start with the frame of the horse, and I'll be using this tinsel stocking from Dollarama for $4. And this is what's going to give me the shape of the horse head. So you just turn the stocking upside down and you can kind of see it there. I'll also be using these beads from Dollarama. You can get whatever color you like, but just make sure it matches your ribbon, which you will also need. You will also need a bundle of garland. This one was purchased at Michael's, but you can get it at Dollarama. And I'll also be using a garland of the long pine, and this is going to be the hair of the horse. And make sure you have your hot glue gun. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start with the horse head itself, or the frame, and that is your stocking. So you want to remove all the tinsel from that stocking frame, and it's really easy to do. It's not tied on or anything. It just goes around these little pegs at each end. So you're going to want to take all the tinsel off. Now the stocking does come with some decorative items. There's a bow there and then a bunch of snowflakes. I will be using 2 of those snowflakes for this Christmas horse head wreath. Once your tinsel's removed, you then want to go ahead and shape your frame by removing the top part of the stocking so it makes a long neck for your horse. You can easily remove it just using normal scissors or your craft scissors, as the frame is just plastic. Once your frame is prepared, you can then go ahead and start adding your garland. I'm going to start with this spruce-like garland. This garland is wired, so it makes it really easy to weed it in through the wreath base. So you're going to take some wire cutters and cut pieces of the garland off, and then you want to attach each piece by maneuvering the branches around the wreath form. So you want to continue to do this until the whole wreath base is full and you can no longer see through it. I did end up hot gluing some smaller branches of the garland into some of the middle of the squares to really make this look full. So here's what it looks like when I'm finished. The next part is creating an ear, and you're going to put it at the heel of the stocking, and you're going to use branches from your garland. Because they're wire, you can easily mold them into a shape of an ear. So you will be making a triangular shape, and then you're going to fill it in with some hot glue and some more branches into the middle of that triangle. You're going to attach the initial triangle onto the outskirts of the wreath base just by wrapping the wire or the branches around it. Once your ear is done, you can then go ahead and apply your ribbon. So you're going to take pieces of your ribbon and you're going to go around the mouth of the horse, and then you're going to go around the neck of the horse behind the ear, and then you're going to attach the two. And the ribbon is easily secured just using your hot glue gun and gluing it to the back side of the wreath. When you place the connecting ribbon, you want to make sure you hot glue the ends underneath the ribbon that's already in place, and that will hide those end pieces. Once your ribbon is in place, you can then go ahead and add the hair of the horse. For the hair, I'll be using this long pine garland that I purchased at Dollarama for $4, and we're going to use our wire cutters to cut pieces of the pine off. Once you have a bunch of pieces, you can then go ahead and apply them onto your wreath using your hot glue gun. So make sure that your first bunch is behind the ribbon that goes behind the ear, and this is going to go all the way up to the front of the ear. And then you're going to follow all the way down the mane. To secure each piece of pine, you just apply a small amount of hot glue onto each stem, and then you're going to slide it into the greenery that's already on the base, hiding the stem, but securing your pine on. I did add 2 layers of the pine to the mane of the horse, just to give it some more length. Here's what the wreath looks like with the hair in place, or the pine in place. Next, I'm going to apply some detail to the halter or the ribbon of the horse wreath. I'm going to use 2 of the snowflakes that I got from the stocking, the original stocking. And using my hot glue gun, I'm going to apply them on top of the ribbon in the areas where the middle ribbon connects to the top ribbon and the bottom ribbon. We then can go ahead and attach the reins or the red beads to our wreath. So you want 2 pieces, one slightly longer than the other, and you're going to attach it to the mouth part of the ribbon all the way to the back of the neck of the horse. So you want to cut your beads so the reins or the beads look loose. And then once you get your 2 pieces, so one for either side, you then want to attach them so the beads make a full circle. And you can do this just by twisting the 2 ends together. So to apply them to the wreath, you want to take the ends apart and you want to put one through the back side, one through the front side, and then twist the beads together. And if you want to keep it in place behind that ribbon in the front, you can just apply a little hot glue as well. You will then use that same technique to apply the other end of the beads to the back of the horse's neck. So when you're done, the beads should be hanging just as shown as in the video. The last step is adding a pretty bow with our ribbon to place over top of the beads on top of the horse's neck. So to do this, we're just going to use a simple bow with 2 loops on either side. If you want to check out how to create bows, I do have a tutorial. I'll post the link in the description box. Just remember, bows are always easier to create when you have wired ribbons. This one is 2.5 inches wide, and I use these twist ties from Dollarama to secure them in place. Once you've made your bow, you can then go ahead and secure it onto the wreath, either using the twist ties or you can use hot glue as well. Once the bow is placed and secured onto the wreath, you can then go ahead and trim the tails of the bow. And there you go. You have the perfect horse Christmas wreath. This would look so perfect on a barn or even your front door. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it inspires you. Please like and subscribe for more DIY fun.